Nigerians, they don't finally join Peter Obi. Omo, make una come lis ten to wetin dis lawyer, Kenneth Okonkwo, wetin dey expose for dis interview wey just grant some few minutes ago for inside the Channels TV. Make una come hear im own reaction for so many questions wey be like say dem dey ask am for inside dis particular video about the happenings in dis country. And the question wey dem also dey ask am about Peter Obi, but na wetin he come talk at the ending of dis particular video. Na wetin I go like make Peter Obi here, make una tag Peter Obi for dis video, Tinubu and all Nigerians, because everybody need to come watch dis video.
The way it is, the NDC aspirants on daily basis, they keep saying and repeating what they told me publicly. A lot of them are in courts. A lot of them have even gone to magistrate court to institute a criminal complaint from Imo State. And it was NDC that said that Peter Obi and the caucus leaders were the people that organized the primary in Southeast. And of course, you know, Section 42 forbids you to make a rule and discriminatorily apply it to a geopolitical zone or people based on place of origin. The aspirants from the Southeast were told to pay 10 million naira and 20 million naira by NDC, led by the caucus leaders in the Southeast, which NDC identified. And I just came here to say what is already out there in the public. And they say you're being defamed. Defamed for what? Did you not hear what Aisha Yusuf said? Did you not hear what Seraka Dixon said? Seraka Dixon said that him and Peter Obi offered Aisha Yusuf the ticket of the House of Representatives so that she will abandon the Senate. For the way for that they use the word offer. Section 125, subsection 1A of the Electoral Act makes that bribery and corruption. In the law, stated offer to induce somebody to ensure the return of another candidate. And whenever you write a result, you have offended section 119, subsection 1A of the Electoral Act. And I'm just pointing out, exposing what is happening in NDC, and you are telling me defamation, then the whole idea of defamation has to be redefined.
Your statement as a betrayal of trust, and perhaps you're still doubling down on what will cost you a very heavy lawsuit if you are found guilty.
Sorry, that is a civil proceeding. So the issue of being found guilty.
Is it not a criminal defamation, or is it a civil defamation?
No, it's just a civil.
It's a civil defamation. Okay,
civil, empty. Look, these people make noise, but I wouldn't tell you what we're going to do. Let them go to Atlantic Ocean. We will meet them there. What's the whole idea of going to Onitsha? You are in Abuja. It was in this studio that I said what I said. I live in Abuja. Everything is here in Abuja. You want to run to Onitsha. That shows the malevolence that they bring to their practice of law. Because in law, you are supposed to act in utmost good faith. But you know what? Bring them on.
You are ready.
Anytime.
Well, quickly, I mean, because that's not really the business why we're here. You don't feel a sense of disloyalty for someone you were this close to. One, you spoke for him. Two, three, you are from the same region and ethnic stock. Don't you think is a high level of disloyalty? A lot of your clanspeople are saying, why are you going after your man that is highly respected within the Southeast?
Okay, let's put it this way. Every campaign is for a season. I worked for P2B 2023. That was a duty. That was a job. And I did it effectively well. And we concluded it. I was on throughout the legal process until it was concluded. So my job was finished. And I still rolled over to be doing things pro bono for him. It was a volunteer job. I did it free of charge. And then, as a public affairs analyst that I have been from 2009, before I ever met P2B, I proceeded with my job. You were one of the earliest interviewers that interviewed me in July 2024 when I said I wasn't speaking for him anymore because he's not decisive. I've seen in him certain qualities that will make him unfit to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I made it public. By then, I had finished my job with him. But in order for the people to know that I am not speaking for him anymore. I made it public. And I went my own way. And I was doing my own job. You know what? He was the one who betrayed me. I talked about Atiku Abubakar here on this studio much more than I would even talk about Peter Obi. And people were telling Atiku Abubakar, this young man that is getting close to you, are you aware of what he said to you? Abubakar said, I am looking at this young man. I am seeing the value in him and his tenacity to bring about a great Nigeria. That is what I am seeing. And if I have the opportunity, I'll bring him in to bring that value to Nigeria. Look at a man, a talent discoverer, that discovered Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, that discovered Professor Charles Soludo, that discovered El-Rufai. You knew how Abuja was before he came in, and he transformed El-Rufai. What Atiku Abubakar is looking at is not what you said about him, because he knows that his desire for Nigeria is not about him, but what value are you bringing in? I had not even done anything for Atiku Abubakar, but he insisted. I've seen something in this young man. When I talked against him, he did not go to Adamawa. He did not go to Jada to bring frivolous suit against me. But this is somebody I worked for, did everything, stayed in the court for months, and I am free doing my job. And you're running to Onitsha to bring frivolous defamation suit against himself, not me. Who is now the betrayer? Who is disloyal? Assuming without considering, I even did something wrong. So that is how he would have treated me.
Should he have kept quiet and look on as you defame him and you say things about him, unprintable things about him? You continue to discredit him. Is that fair? Is it not going through a legal means to be able to?
Is your word.
Because that's the allegation in court, that you were defaming him.
I sat down here, gave you the names of the people that told me things. I did not even say the way it is. I was still trying to show.
Some of them are denying.
When you have something written down, you know what the court said? You know what the law says? Oral evidence cannot be adduced to contradict a written document. I have them with me. At the appropriate time, everybody will go and answer for his crimes, for his offenses, and for his denials. And so there is no defamation at all. I told you that a lot of people have said worse things about him. You know what he said? No, I don't want to see them. They are faceless. So your intention is to destroy people who have face. Your intention is to destroy any southeast person, a bright person arising from the southeast. So other people that are faceless, you won't go after them. But the people that are adding value, you want to go after them. Bring him on. Let him come.
What if you lose this case?
I will not lose it, because there is no case at all.
Really?
Yes.
Are you being confident because you're a
It's
lawyer?
not being...
Are you?
Yes, I am a lawyer. I know the things I said. First and foremost, I was briefed by a client. Second and foremost, I'm a public affairs analyst. Third and foremost, I am a citizen of Nigeria that's under a legal duty to expose corruption and crime anywhere I find it and wherever I find it. I have been a columnist since 2019, and I have the right, even as a columnist, not even to disclose my source of information, provided I can justify that it's true. Is it in contest that NDC aspirant from Southeast, we are told to pay 10 million naira for House of Rep, 20 million naira for Senate? Do you know in Enugu State, where I come from, 99 persons contested for the House of Rep. That's 990 million naira. 98 persons in Imo State contested for House of Rep alone.
And that's not the money for the forms?
It is not the money for expression of forms. It's not the money for the nomination. And their own guideline is that you pay just for expression of interest form. And after you have won, then they will take.
And
all
of these people spoke to you?
Not all of them, but the 99 members was broadcasted by NDC.
What is your ultimate aim around Peter Obi? Do you want to? You are happy to bring him down, or what exactly? What exactly do you gain?
I've just been appointed the spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar, and is inconsequential, whatever he's doing with his life. If we may proceed to more important issues, I want to talk about contenders.
But the question
in
I'm
2027,
asking you, Mr.
I don't
Okonkwo,
want to talk about pretenders.
who are those?
Are you bringing down somebody that's already down? What are you doing? Please proceed with other issues.
Can anyone trust
I
you,
have.
Mr. Okonkwo,
I
for
have.
example? You spoke about Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
You spoke about Peter Obi.
Yes.
You spoke about how can Atiku trust you? How can Nigerians trust you that you won't betray Atiku Abubakar the way you have betrayed Bola Tinubu, betrayed Peter Obi?
Good. I have not even worked with Atiku Abubakar, so where's the betrayal?
You have just started.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have not even worked with Tinubu. I said I don't like same-faith ticket.
You said said a lot of things about Tinubu on the stage, on the podium.
Absolutely,
You
and
were
I'm still
literally
saying,
the MC of APC at
and
the
I
time.
am still saying it, standing by it. Let me tell you, you know what Atiku Abubakar said in the letter of appointment? This appointment confirms the confidence I repose in your integrity, in your public communication skills, in your political judgment, in your all the goodies anybody can say. He's a man that knows that I can never betray, by the grace of God, anybody I have worked with.
But you betrayed Peter Obi, don't
No.
you? You work for Peter
He
Obi.
betrayed himself. I just told you how he betrayed me.
Because you were the first
I worked
who
for him.
denounced him publicly.
The first that denounced him publicly.
You were between both of you, you were the first who came out to say you don't trust him. He's not resolute. He's not consistent, and you said so many things about him.
Okay, now let's look at it this way. How many times do employees fire their bosses? It takes a man of principle to do that.
So you fired Peter Obi, did not fire you?
That's your words.
I'm
I just
asking.
made a public statement. And Sheung, if you don't have any other thing to say in this program, let us consider it done.
You're done with talking about Peter Obi?
Because he's not relevant.
Why does he agitate you?
How? You are the one that is agitated.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
I've asked you now 3
Is
times
it-
for
is
us
it
to
a possible
proceed
success
to
of Peter
another.
Obi?
Hold on. I've asked you for 3 times to proceed
Yeah, I'm gonna.
to another topic.
You know
you know what? You are the one that is fixated. You are the one that is
The political
fixated.
disagreement
Yes.
within Igbo land has stalled the progress of allowing any Igbo man become president in this country. And you don't think this is a trace of it?
I can tell you that the quality of leadership of a people determines the rate of their progress. I've always told you that the success democratically of a people depends on how they are able to cohere among themselves and collaborate with other people. There is no doubt that when a people are not united, when they are not in peace, it will impede their tendency and their capability to govern.
Let me ask you, this your appointment, how much did you work hard for it? They say you lobbied so hard for it. And there are a lot of pictures of you around Atiku Abubakar's corridor at his balcony. And the thinking is that you must have been having sleepless nights and having night vigils at Atiku Abubakar until the man just bestow and have mercy upon you to give you the appointment.
Well, I really thank God for his grace. I've heard so many things too. I've heard that I went to P2B to ask for rent for a duplex. He said, oh, no, we'll give you for a flat. And I went to Atiku. And then he still gave me the one for flat. And I laughed. You know why? The same person that's talked about the rent, the first thing he said is that I went to P2B to ask to become the publicity secretary of a failed political party. When he did not click, he now said I went to P2B to ask for rent. By 1994 in Lagos, I packed into my own duplex, which as a young man of 20, I rented myself, 5 Cobham Street, Lagos, and I lived there for 14 years. When I came to Abuja, I couldn't start living in duplex again. I started building mansions to the glory of God. The issue here is this. Let me be doing my job, let them be talking. The whole idea is that Atiku Abubakar is a talent discoverer. I met him the first time March 1st, 2025, when he graciously sent for me, and I went to meet him, and we talked. Pleasant man who is looking for the good of Nigeria, and we kept relating since then. I didn't want to make the mistake I made first I said this time around, I'm going to know people on a closer note before I talk with them and talk for them. And at the end of the day, he made up his mind that this is the value adder. And you know what? Atiku Abubakar, when I met him the first time and he told me his vision for this country, I was captivated. Because vision is the mental picture of a preferred future. I now see that this great man has a vision to foster a united, secure, and prosperous Nigeria, where and in which every citizen can live a happy, healthy, and productive life. From this, his vision, you can see that his agenda is very, very easy to distill, which includes unity, security, which includes economic prosperity, education, health, and which includes restructuring. This restructuring is the one that touches me most. But in order to achieve these things, Atiku Abubakar is of the opinion that his mission will be to provide appropriate political leadership to implement his developmental agenda and to facilitate the realization of his vision. He understood from day one that no matter how good a manifesto is, no matter how good the laws of the land are, no matter how good your own program is, without effective leadership, it will come to naught. Our problem in this country is implementation. Enough of all these words. Atiku Abubakar is going to be a man of action. That is what his mission is. And his agenda will be adequately fulfilled. In 1999 to 2007, Atiku Abubakar did it with Olusegun Obasanjo. All the things they set out to achieve, he was the head of the economic team. And after discovering all these people, Nigeria was owing about $40-something billion. Atiku Abubakar being the head of the economic team with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala that he discovered. They were not borrowing more to put us into slavery. They took us out of debt. And before they left, we were no longer indebted to any country. From 40 billion to zero. Economy. In the economy, we were moving graciously, becoming the most powerful economic nation in Africa. In security, you dare not do anything when they were there. Because you're given a job, you do it. You don't do it, you're gone. This is Atiku Abubakar, the man, the winner at all times.
Let me ask you, this case today that we saw with the ADC, but this is not the end of it. But this is just one of the several cases.
This is the end of this case.
The litany, I mean,
Yes.
this can go on.
And you know, we were a country that is based on judicial precedent. And judicial precedent means that the judgment from this case is persuadable to other judges. It has persuadable power to all the other judges that have cases of similar nature. The whole idea of the judgment is that the issue of leadership is the internal affairs of a political party, and the court does not have jurisdiction to entertain it. Every other case we have in court is linked to our leadership and our internal affairs. So obviously, the courts do not have any jurisdiction to entertain them. So the cases are dead.
Well, what happens to the rest of the case? Because there are those who fear that those legal issues might stop the ADC from success. Because at the end of the day, there is a possibility of truncating the chance of ADC seeing his opportunity to be on the ballot to the very end. And thereby, someone like Atiku Abubakar and Rotimi Amechi might not, at the end of the day, be on the ballot.
Thank you for watching that video. So guys, before you leave, look at it down here. Do well to subscribe and also put on notification bell so that whenever we upload any video in this great platform, you will be the first to see it. And please don't forget to drop your comment at the comment section what you think about this video, your opinion as well. See guys, this is what I'm going to end the video, and I will see you guys some other time.